Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't think I'm going to be doing cards. I got to work this morning. Um, I do know that I have a few messages. I do know that the energy is shifting, which is great. We're still in full shadow, even though Mercury's direct. We got the new one. We got a few things going on. A couple good transits. So I just wanted to listen to her real quick.
This is a big one because we just had the Pisces full moon on August 30th, 31st. And so now you're going to start the forward momentum again, especially with Mercury stationing direct the following day, September 15th. You're starting the forward momentum with a call to harmony between your natural inclination to be practical with Virgo and your intuitive heart-centered space of divine knowing without research, which is Pisces. So you want to trust in the methodical nature of planning, being meticulous, while also tuning into your heart, your intuition. And simplicity is really the key here with this opposition to Neptune, because you're very impressionable. So you want to take some time out, not work too hard, allow the spiritual in nature to inspire you. Virgo is an earth sign, and Virgo wants you to step on earth, preferably barefoot, and feel that grounding energy. And if you feel something is off with another person, this is an opposition after all, then exit the discussion and wait until you feel more clear and are maybe not caught up in some of the emotional drama that can happen with an opposition to Neptune. Now, the moon and sun are trying to Uranus, and that frees you up, makes you more flexible about change. It's a wonderful day to just be open to exciting experiences. The moon and sun are also trying to Pluto, and that really empowers you. It's a beautiful connection because Pluto brings that sense of transformation, the acceptance of change, and creating a rebirth. And this is a new moon. New moons are the beginning. They are the birthing of energy. So this is a beautiful, supportive astrological transit to help with that birthing process. Jupiter is conjunct to Uranus. That's a big one. This is in Taurus, another earth sign, just like Virgo. And this is a very fortunate transit for lucky breaks, moving forward, unexpected windfalls. So you can enjoy that as well. Now, like I said, it's a big week. On the 15th, the following day, Mercury, the ruler of Virgo and the ruler of that new moon, stations direct. So it's at a standstill during the new moon and then starts moving, well, a little bit, teeny bit on the 15th, but then slowly moving forward in Virgo. And it stations direct at 8 degrees, which is the number of empowerment, the number of infinity. And it really helps you, because of the placement near the new moon as well, to feel inspired again, to move forward and accept any unexpected shifts that will be coming our way or already coming our way in September, which is the 16 universal month. And this is very important to then tune in and still keep releasing those old patterns that may be preventing you from accepting that transformation and that change. And then finally, on the 17th, we have Venus square Jupiter, and that means you're just open to explore optimism in a new way. It's a great transit for friendships, taking part in pleasurable events. Just don't be extravagant, right? Jupiter can blow things up. This is a square with Venus. Venus loves pleasure. So you want to just hold in, like, don't overspend or overeat or overdo anything. Focus on harmony and beautifying your life. Now, to help you with this energy of Venus, which ends the week, I have a free masterclass on Venus and Mars with the divine feminine infusing our lives more and more and more, that mother goddess energy.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I know the energy is going to start shifting, which is great. It's great for me. It's great for you. It's great for the collective. It's like starting the project in the midst of all these planets doing things, doing things, you know. How do I want to explain it? But mind you, we still have post shadow, right? But like me starting the other channel and just like wanting to get to it, and then not feeling like it's the right time, talking about this, talking about that. Like, I knew I started it when most people don't start things, right? I'm not saying that's like a proof in the pudding type thing, because there was nothing wrong with me doing that or you doing that. But now things are going to be able to pick up more. I'm going to feel like, all right, now I want to, you know, let's get to the other channel. It's stuff like that. Momentum is going to pick up. I know it said like the energy this week, murky type energy, the tower, people getting fired, breakups, that type of stuff. But that tower was really good for other people, right? So it really just depends on where you're at. So things will begin to feel like they're moving again. There's a couple things I want to talk about. Oh, last night, in my dream. Well, this could be a thing and it might not be a thing, but I feel I need to discuss it. We had like a hurricane warning until like 4:45 in the morning, and now we have another one until 2:15 today. But in my dream, I saw 3 twisters, clear as day. 2 came from the water. So I think this is a message. 2 came from the water. And I remember having like certain friends down there. And I was screaming like, I think I was probably screaming twister. And a hurricane and a tornado are different things. But I'm just saying, like, in the sense of like, there was like this big raft. So I don't know if it has anything to do with what already happened. But like, a whole bunch of people on this raft. And there was this big wave coming in with the twisters. And these were little. They were like side by side, like dual, double twist. I don't know if that's a thing. But I saw them forming and they were far out. And so the wave was bringing in like the big platform. And people were getting ready to like jump onto the shoreline or whatever they were ready to like jump on. And a lot of them jumped premature. So then they were now stuck in between the wall and the, whatever the raft was, with the big, you don't even call it a raft, it's the big square things that are in the middle of the lakes, those things. Usually anchored down. I'm pretty sure everybody got out and it was okay. Like, people started helping people out. The other one that I thought was crazy, I've never seen anything like it, in the sense of like, it looked like it was drawn by like an artist. It reminded me, it was the biggest, most perfect twister, and it came out of nowhere. And it was like perfect. So I don't know if it's like the perfect storm, which is like the highest category, right? My dad's a welder, so he's got all sorts of twine. He's got all sorts of like copper, all these things, like on fishing lure type things. Not fishing lure, but like on the reels. You know what I mean? It was so perfect. Perfect in the sense of like, I was almost hypnotized by it. But I was with somebody else and the kids were upstairs, and it made me instantly think of my brother. So I don't know if this is something that's going to happen in like Oklahoma, that area. I just heard little houses where they have little houses. Anywho, I remember yelling like, take cover. Like, we didn't have a choice. Like, it happened so quick. So we ran downstairs. I didn't even know where the shelter was. I think there was something under the stairs is where I went. And I was just hoping Mia was smart enough to like go into the bathtub. There was no way because Mia was in it. People I knew actually in the dreams first when Amy was in it. So by the time we were under the stairs, because it was really the only place to go. I know when we all like came up or whatever, like the house was gone, but there was a little place that was left. It almost reminds me of Twisted now that I think about it. But Mia was in the bathtub with whoever else she was with. So I don't know if it was just my fear in regards to like, oh my God, are we going to have a hurricane? You know? Because even last night I was like, the sky was so orange here, it just didn't even look normal. And Lonnie was out. Lonnie was out and about babysitting, and you know me and my paranoia with rain and wind. And anywho, we were fine. So again, I don't know if it was just my paranoia or if these twisters are coming in. I gotta blow my nose. I woke up with allergies. Like I've been loving to keep the window open, but like this eye's all puffy. I'm like, oh my God, allergy season. So again, I don't know if it's just my fears or if what I saw is going to happen and it would be like I don't know what you would call that particular twister. I know hurricanes, it's like 5, right? 5 is like the biggest that there is, something like that. Let me blow my nose real quick. And then I wanted to talk about, then I wanted to talk about Libya briefly. So in the video I was talking about, really, Max? In the video I was talking about the other day with the ocean, the waters, all that. Good morning. Yeah, so ocean, the waters, we were getting all those messages. It drives me nuts when the light is off. So I mentioned Hoover Dam. When I was seeing a dam, it looked broken, like there was water rushing or whatnot. I Googled it. I didn't see anything like temporarily down or broken. Then yesterday I'm like listening, not the news, but like scrolling on the news feed at work, and I saw a thing with Libya. And I instantly knew that's what it was talking about. And I was like, I didn't pick up on that, which is fine. You don't pick up on everything, right, guys? But listen, point is, listen to your intuition and maybe look at things a little better. I was going to say research, things like that. But the energies might get stronger, intuition, that type of stuff, only because of where the placements are at, what she was referring to. But that's what happened. Like the hurricane came in over there, and the dams couldn't hold the water, and all those, the town, the houses got swept out to sea. Thousands of people, because of the dams, are dead. Natural disaster, it is what it is, right? Just awful. I just heard if this twister is coming in, there's no warning, which is pulling me to like a weather read that I did that talked about that, and I don't remember which weather read that was. On this channel, on a playlist, I try to find all the prediction videos. I made a playlist. I think there's 38 videos. You guys can scroll through that playlist. If you happen to like rewatch things, can you please timestamp when I mention certain things? I talked about why I was choosing AI about a year ago. It was like a 4-hour video. I think, I'm not positive within that video, I wanted to find where I was talking about aliens, but I think it might be on the other channel, Prophecies of the Modern Day Seer, but it could be within that video. I know I do have the link for that channel in my bio box. But there is a playlist on this channel now where I think a majority of my a lot of my predictions come in during reads and cards, so that there's a majority of them, half of them are probably not even there. But I did attempt to create that myself yesterday, so I know we're getting closer to probably doing that video. But yesterday with the alien, like the mummified alien being brought to light, not brought to light, but like into reality, shown to you guys, with like had eggs and stuff on them. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited because they deserve to be acknowledged, and not just like in a bad way, like they're scary. It's just like a human being, guys. Like we got good ones and we got bad ones. So to me, it's like discovering new tombs or new, pharaohs, because it links all the way back to the beginning of days. And my belief is the aliens built the pyramids anyway, But again, that's my belief, kind of what I was shown through images. And not to mention it's engraved on their walls and certain stuff. But anywho, we don't need to get into that. But I do feel like they deserve to be acknowledged. So to me, I'm excited. I'm excited that somebody finally was like, all right, let's bring some people are getting more comfortable bringing things to public knowledge, right? So to me, it's like, yay, I'm happy for them. We're not the only species on this fucking world. Like there's so many other species, guys, where it's like they look at us like we're we're the aliens, right? Like because we don't look like them. And there's like 150 something like species. We got planets, and scientists are discovering new planets that we can live on. I'm not surprised because I mentioned this to you guys in that one particular video, which I'm dying to find. Just don't have 4 hours to watch. Where I said to you guys, like starships are coming in, things are coming in, like within like the next few years that they're coming down. I want to be able to be that one to choose whether or not I want to go to another planet before we don't have a choice, things like that, right? And I was talking about they will be seen, like they'll really be seen. They'll be in the public eye this year. and all that has come into fruition. But I know I mentioned a lot more things. So if you do happen to watch any of these videos on the playlist that I have, you just go to the playlist on my channel. Please, please, please timestamp. Like, even if it has nothing to do with like what I'm saying per se, like, but it has like a prediction or something in it. So you just go to my channel, right? And you go to playlist. I have quite a few, but my other ones are like all private. But I have predictions, some past, current, future. We'll also update as I go. There's 38 of them. It is public. Okay. And if you guys come across another video, you're more than welcome to email me a screenshot, because I kind of need everybody's help with this. Email me a screenshot, or within another video on that page, you could always post a link to that video and the timestamp so other people can go and see that part as well, right? So to me, I know I've been talking about this prediction video for like over a month. And again, it might have something to do with the transits and just not being time. But I did find the time yesterday to find 38 of them. I didn't listen to any of them, like, really per se. I did happen to find like the assassination of the dictator, and within like a couple days that one of the particular dictators died or whatnot. But it was also in regards to New World Order in my dream, and that being so clear. So I just got pulled back to the twister. So things are going to start picking up again. Give it a week or two, guys, right? There's good things coming in too. Not that tower for everybody was not, like I said, it was not a bad thing per se. Like, that family member of mine getting fired, like, and it was out of nowhere, and they just said conduct, and it has nothing to do with like didn't even give him a reason, right? But he doesn't belong there. Spirit doesn't want him there. That his guides don't want it, whatever the case may be, right? So it's almost like I just had a good omen, because things would have 222 again. I keep seeing it the last couple of days. Things, it's all about balance and starting new projects, that type of stuff, getting your feet on the ground. Things would only got worse, and you'd get stuck in a cycle. All right, so look at it as something positive, even though it's hard to look at something positive like that, because it's an instant. How am I going to pay my bills? Freaking out, yada, yada, yada. Insurance, yeah. You know what I mean? So I just got pulled to my globe. The last time I pulled my globe out, we were talking about Saudi Arabia, Libya, that whole area, which is like kind of like ironic that I didn't pick up on that. But again, it's, it has to do with that split we were talking about probably like 2 years ago, where something was going to split. And I did take a screenshot of something. I didn't get a chance to read the whole story. It said giant cracks opening the earth, and scientists are getting terrified, because that's the picture of like a huge city. Okay. But I also mentioned that in one of the videos where Spirit is doing that and trying to separate continents right now and splitting things. Okay. Let's go pull to Mongolia. But this is Angola and Africa, Zambia, Namibia. But that's Africa, so I don't know if I'm getting pulled to China or not. But so it's just things like that. I know August is pretty significant. I do believe, we're going into the switchover seasons. Try to do a cleanse with each season. I don't typically mention that, so it's just something maybe Spirit thinks might be a good idea for you guys. It's a good idea anyway, right? Because your body adjusts to summer, and then you go into spring, fall, winter, all that. So winter, spring, summer, and fall, all you gotta do is go. Might be something with a sandstorm coming in, or something with a desert. Might be some type of split there too. Sinkholes. What's up, baby? You look waterlogged. This is my dolphin plant. So it could be something back to the ocean again, but I have two of them because I thought for sure one of them was going to die. But they're both thriving. It's almost like this almost grows like ivory. Absolutely gorgeous when it lasts forever and ever. It's not going to last forever and ever, but you know where I'm going with that. I just got pulled the mushrooms, so I don't know what that's about. So again, I think between the prediction video I was doing the other day that I didn't think was going to be one. What did I name it? We were basically talking about Fukushima. Spirit's saying it differently though. Like, yeah, Fukushima. But they're saying it like Fukushima or something. It might be how it's said in Japan. I'm not sure. Because I'm getting Shama more than Shima. But regardless of that, like the Hoover Dam, Libya came into that one. I didn't pick up on it. And again, I think because when I looked it up and saw the photos, there was nothing about the image that I saw. All I remember is saying something might happen with Hoover Dam, you know? So I feel like I have to go back to that reading and kind of look through some things. And again, because this is the second time something has actually happened where it already happened. And I'm channeling and you guys, oh, like that already happened. Right? But I think what it was trying to tell me too, it's almost pulling me to like the 9/11 thing on my other channel with the same exact depiction in the sense of like raindrops, mist, shoreline, California. So I'm assuming that's probably just going to happen again. I know hundreds of people are going to die, but what if it wasn't in regards to the toxins and the poisons in the plant, right? It could be now in regards to thousands that just died in Libya because the Hoover Dam came in. And I'm telling you, the image I saw was horrific. But it didn't make any sense to me at the time because I was so distracted talking about the Fukushima toxins that they're putting in the water from 12 years ago from the plant, from the earthquake, right? So I do want to go back to that particular video at some point, hopefully this week, maybe. I just heard Friday night, so maybe it has something to do with the transit. I'm not quite sure. And rediscuss some of that stuff because thousands just died with the Libya scenario because of the dams. It ultimately was because of the storm, the hurricane, but thousands got swept to sea because of the dams that broke in the mountains. And I know the mountains came into the read at some point. So, and it was like almost like I got pinged, which is weird because actually one of my readings said that. Like the minute I saw it, I was like, holy shit, the Libya situation. And I didn't even know about the dams at first until I started reading. I have a video on this prediction site, and it is something about pinged, which I thought was weird. Africa, monkeypox, new virus, bird flu. I just was looking at Africa. AI warning. I did put something about a couple things with Elon Musk in there. Warning, galactic messages, they are here.
That juvenile delinquent has been nothing.
They are here to bing away. Yeah, see? So I don't know what that video is about. But what was I talking about? I just got so confused. What were my words that I just said? I'm telling you. Can't stand when I get caught up like that. Because I thought for sure one of them was going to die. It was horrific. But it didn't make any sense to me. Oh, I got binged. Yeah, so strange when I was looking at the news feed before I even knew about the dams. It was I got pulled to the dams instantly. I didn't get pulled to the dams instantly. I got pulled to it instantly. Like bing, bing, right? So like that's fucking weird. Locators on the map. I don't know what that's about, but it was instant. It pulled me to the Hoover Dam before I even started reading about the dams that broke. Okay. So in this particular video, so this must be galactic. And in the AI, in one of these videos I said to you guys, it was almost like 2 years ago. I was like, I don't know. I don't really work with galactic energy. Oh, the galactic message. Oh, they're here to bing away. That was a year ago. So a year ago in the sense of like 12 months ago. Let's see the date. It's playing, but I can't get to the... And I was like, yeah, I don't work with galactic messages. It's weird. It's not even telling me. Okay. A year ago. What was the date, though? August 9th, 2022. I always thought, like, with these big predictions, some come in soon. It's breaking up. Some come in soon. Others, I'm being told, can be years out, but that's a different type of prediction. And I remember saying to you guys in one of these videos, I wonder if it's going to take like a year with certain stuff. And a majority of all those predictions are about within the year. So I'm not quite sure. I think the 9/11 one is the one that freaked me out the most. Just because I saw the fucker's face before he hit and he had a smile. It's just disturbing. I'm praying to like Allah. I think he said something about Allah. I wrote it down. I'd have to go and look. But again, please timestamp anything like that. So I'm not going to redo that video in regards to like the pollution and that, but I do want to touch base on it again, see what I channel, see what comes in. Now I feel like I got to watch that video, like they're here to bang. Because I just said the same thing because it was like bang, but it's typically like you'd say ding, right? Something like that, like bing. What's the definition of bing? A heap, metallic, waste, a popular search engine on the internet, potassium, sodium, carbonated water. You can get it from cherries. What do people call? Why is being called Bing? Bing name is chosen through focus groups. Microsoft decided the name of a memorable, short, and easy spell that would function as a URL around the world. Okay, so yeah, it's like around the world, like a Bing. Because I was getting like a little like sticker, like that upside down teardrop type look, like Bing, like you would see on like a GPS map, like Bing, like that's the location. Do people say Bing me your location? I don't know. But it's associated with Microsoft, so I guess that would make sense because it's associated with AI. But so I'm looking at it like a light bulb would go off, right? But like something more than that. So I don't know. My son used Bing. Yeah, but not like a search engine. I know, like, that's not what it was referencing. To me, it's like a doorbell or ding, bing, a light bulb goes off, right? Or you're going to get binged with certain locations. Because even within the last couple of days, ever since I pulled the globe out, it's almost like I told myself to take the continents and map it out and separate it in sections to see which one Spirit wants me to work with first. So that could be a thing too. Again, I keep getting pulled to Canada and the mountains. Lots of mountains there, but it's not with the equator too. So I don't really want to get into that. But I do still feel like lots of people are going to die in regards to them dumping the chemicals. And I don't think it's not like an Aaron Brockovich. I mean, it can be, obviously, because that's already happening like years out. But like, I do feel like this stuff, like, pretty damn soon. Because I remember saying to you within a couple days or a couple weeks or something. But again, that could have been linked to Libya, guys. So predictions are tricky because you don't know if they're going to come within days, weeks, years. You know, another reason why I try to stay away, because I doubt my own abilities, my own capabilities, my own, what I see, because it is, you know, you can freak people out. We've had this conversation. But I did play one of the videos when I was putting on the list. I thought it was funny. I'm like, I don't work with galactic energies, and it's more Pleiadian energies and light work in the, you know, federal foundation. Federation, but I'm working with a lot of different energies now. I'm like more indigenous energies, galactic, that type of stuff. So always changing, right? Which I've always been a little frustrated about in regards to, because it's just, you know, me bouncing on one thing over another thing over the last couple of years has been extremely hard and frustrating on me. Regardless, I'll get there. And like I said, when it came to I almost said enigma, like an enigma. That's like no, I'm thinking about the one in the desert. That's not an enigma. But I did get pulled to that. So I pulled to the desert again. And back to the twister. So I think the twister thing is going to come in fierce and out of fucking nowhere. Like, you look out a window and it's there. Like, it's just, and I know that happens plenty, but this is different. Like, this typically, like, if this is going to go down, people have warning that it's like the biggest category, like, especially when people like chase these. It's like the movie Twister, right? Is what I'm getting pulled to. But if this is actually going to happen, there's no warning. Like, it's just bam. I mean, there could be, but like in my dream, there wasn't. It was just like, it was there. Like, it was so quick. I was like, take cover. Like, I didn't even know if my kids would know what that meant. Mia would even know what that meant if she was smart enough to go into the tub. But again, this could have been my fear. Just like, oh my God, fucking hurricane, like, could get nasty, you know, that type of stuff. But that's like hurricane, that's different with wind. Like, these are twisters that I saw, and there was 3 of them. And there was 2 that were together over the water. And I don't think you see twisters side by side. Well, you can, right? But I don't think it's common, right? Is it common to see two twisters side by side? Or like at the same time? 24 circles. What do I gotta literally write? What's a twister called? Not a hurricane. Why is my brain not working? I just saw the alien figure again. Tornado, thank you. Holy shit. Tornado? That's very bizarre. How rare are twin tornadoes? That's a little scary because it's not a thing, because they're usually violent side by side, but it's pulling me to the Twin Towers. We were just talking about 9/11. But on a rare occasion, separate tornadoes form close to one another. Creates two. What's a double tornado called? Multiple vortex. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I saw, and it was over the water. It wasn't as violent. EF5 tornadoes. The U.S. hasn't seen one since 1950. So I don't know what's coming towards us. What I saw was just, it was gorgeous, but it was deadly. It was gorgeous in the sense of like, it was perfect. It looked like you get a new line of like fishing lure. And again, like I was saying, like my dad's a welder, so he has like all those things to solder with, you know, copper and silver, whatever all those are, right? It was perfect. It was beautiful. Like I never seen anything like it. So like I'm like, I want to say in my head like it was like a cloud, like a perfect cloud, but like I'm telling, this thing was fucking. So I don't know if that's about to hit, which is scary. And to me, it'd be one of those like, but I mean, guys, it was fucking gorgeous. It wasn't just like a regular twist that like, I don't even know how to, like, it was just, I just keep hearing like, it's deadly. I don't know why you keep calling it beautiful, because it was designed beautiful. I don't know what to say. I know it might sound shitty, but that's probably why people chase these things. Like people probably have obsessions with certain stuff. You know what I mean? And like, not in this, like I'm telling you, it was it was perfect. There would be nothing separating this. Like this thing would take out whatever you name it. So like it was gorgeous, guys, but deadly. So I don't know what to say. Like it's so weird that I'm saying gorgeous and deadly at the same time. So in the microburst storms with those, like the first two over the water were like almost like delicate. I wouldn't say delicate, but nothing compared to what I saw with the other one. But those are rare too. So those are two rare things that I saw in my dreams. It could have been more predictions, but I think because I was in it, it's probably more my own fear in regards to like going to bed. I'm like, there's gonna be a hurricane, because I just remember how crazy it was driving on the highway a month ago coming home from Mass, and it came out of fucking nowhere. And I was just, you know, mom kicked in because Lonnie was babysitting. My sister wasn't at the house, so things like that. So anywho, or maybe I needed to feel that fear to see what I needed to see, which you think would be crazy, but shit works like that too. So, again, I'm happy that the extraterrestrial was made public, because I just, It's just like anybody else that deserves recognition. They were here before us. Like, so why the fuck do we fear them? You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, like, we're here for certain stuff. And I think within one of those videos, I said, like, I was giving you my explanation on why I feel like we're here and when things started switching and what I was being told. Because in this video, I was like, guys, this is going to sound crazy. Like what I'm being shown and told and that type of stuff. I remember that certain videos that day, I was like, I can't believe I'm going to say this stuff out loud. And sure as shit, within the last year, it's all come in. Yeah, these two were side by side and they touched down in the same area. But people had like time to like run and the other people didn't get as hurt. And there was enough time where the little wave, it was almost like a lake. It could have been an ocean, but like in the sense of like felt like a lake, which makes me think of like little microburst storms that we get around here in New England and stuff that are still pretty fucking powerful. But they both touched down, and like when they got stuck in between, people were like grabbing them and still had time to like run up a hill. It was almost eerie. You know what? I was kind of like it was like I was running into like a massive, huge hotel, but it's pulling me to like what's that movie where the twins come out of the elevator? Here we go with the twins again. Twin towers, twin tornadoes, twins in the elevator. Jack Nicholson. It's winter. He chases his son around the fucking hotel. It's almost like I was running into a hotel, The Shining. It's almost like I was running into an historical landmark. So it might happen within a historical landmark, whatever this is. If it hasn't already happened. What's about to happen. So, yeah, it's The Shining. But you notice how I was pulled to the twins with the elevator first? So there's something with twins here. It's the twin tornado. Getting pulled to the twin towers again. And then the twins. But I know this has to do with like weather, but I could be wrong. If I'm getting pulled to 9/11. I don't like that. You can see that 9/11 video on the prophecies of the modern day seer, which again I believe is in my bio box. So there's definitely something about to go down with that. That's not a coincidence that just came in 3 times, 3 different ways. And there was 2 dams. I don't think they were any like twins or anything like that, but there was 2 dams. Keep saying 222, but I don't think that has anything to do with it per se. 808. Predictions. What was I looking up? Oh, that's not what I was looking. I was looking at my Welcome Love Bugs. Other channel. Dollars is up there. Unveiling of the inner workings of the classified AI. But I think that is going to pull you to prophecies of your modern day seer, because that's when I was going back and forth, like I just said, like I go to this, I go to that, it's insane. How do you think I feel? I'm glad you guys stuck through it all with me. That's for damn sure. So yeah, I could also post prophecies of a modern day seerstress. So I'm going to go to that channel, those videos. Tropic of Cancer, disruption of degrees, earthquakes, tsunamis, tectonic plates, botulism. Did that ever come into fruition? Hope not. I think I might have. I'm being told it did, so I don't know. My my thoughts working with AI. That was in the very beginning with humanity, with the robots. Never mind the fucking robots anymore. I believe artificial intelligence is predicting global events. I know what it's more linked to now. But at some point, I do have United States, France, and North Korea. But that's not what I was looking for. Could have sworn the 9/11 was on there. Yeah, updated same MO 9/11 terrorist attacks. It is. So let me go on to that. Share. Copy link. I'm now going to go to my live. I'm going to put it in the box right there. And if I think about it, I will put it when this video is over, I'll put it in the comments. So you know, a lot of people want to say the whole alien thing's like a fraud, don't buy it. I just think, or like, oh, I'm not ready for it. But I'm telling you, like, they're here. They're not going anywhere, guys. I said this a year ago before all this shit started even coming in. Like, it is what it is. If you don't want to accept reality, or you think it's, you know, a scam, I don't know what to tell you. That's on you. I don't think there's consequences to that. I just think it's, you know, if you can't really be open-minded when it comes to that. I mean, I'm not saying in the sense of like, why are you on my channel at all? Like, I'm not going there at all, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like, I've been working with galactic energy for like over a year now, and that's working with that type of stuff, guys. Like, so I don't know why, you know, you'd say like it's a scam, but yet still be on my channel. And I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm just saying, I just saw that comment, like, don't buy it. And it's, I don't know what was meant by that, but like, it just in the sense of like, it doesn't matter. That shit is absolutely fucking real. But a lot of people want to say, I even heard my parents say, like, oh, not a coincidence all this happened before the election and all that. Like, no, but I mean, everybody says that all the time around stuff like this. When are people going to start really like picking up on it? Like, it all happens around the same time for like certain reasons for certain things. It's just the reality of the situation, you know? And I want to say in one of those videos, I just got pulled to a video that I did in regards to that. But I tell you guys all the time, like, somebody just take my damn idea when it comes to like being able to help businesses and certain stuff. And, you know, this would be the way to run a business and help a business with going back the last 10 years when it comes to transits and energy. But nobody wants to do that. I don't got time to do that. But people do that for a profession. I'm telling you, like, or maybe in the meantime, I can hire somebody and write a fucking book for other people to fucking do it for me. I mean, you know, it's like Father's Almanac for like work. So, anyhow, you really got to look at their history. Though. I don't think it's not going to work like that. You're going to need their background, is what I'm just being told. So, anyhow, I gotta get ready for work. I didn't even brush my teeth today. So, I hate when I do that. Because then every time I remember, I'm already drinking my coffee, and that's the worst. So, we'll leave that at that. If you guys have the ability, like monitors, if you have the ability to report certain comments that are just nasty, you're more than welcome to report them. Because I still have, what's her name, unfortunately, commenting. She's going to continue to kind of probably jump in the reeds. I hope not. And I really don't want to bring it in to trigger her. But I meant to say something yesterday too. It's unfortunate that that's happening and it's disruptive, but I know Spirit would take care of it too. But you're more than welcome to block it when you see it in regards to like these channels. But like in the comments, if you see something, you're more than welcome to report it. I'm pretty sure it blocks it temporarily until like somebody goes and looks at it. Yes, but there's always going to be haters, regardless of her and other scenarios. It's just, I'm being told like there's so many haters, but in regards like people aren't going to like what I'm talking about, public knowledge, things like that, right? But when it's more like a personal attack instead of an opinion, that's when they need to just kind of like see you later. It's a whole nother scenario, you know? So I think you guys have my monitors have the ability to do that, but don't feel obligated to do that. Like, I don't want you to like, you already do enough, right? So to like go in the videos and do that, like, you don't need to, but if you happen to catch it, you know what I mean? Before you know it, I'm assuming she's just gonna get bored of creating account after account after account just to write fucking stupid shit. So I'm hoping that's how that goes. So, again, it's unfortunate. It's not getting the best of any of us, which is nice, but it is what it is. It's gonna be lots of haters, opinionated people. It is what it is, you know. Do your best to kind of work on that, clear that energy. I can't imagine I'm ever gonna go back to like, or not go back, or do like the no comment. It's freedom of speech platform. Just that's why I've always told you guys, like, don't really go back and forth. Don't feed it. Don't gauge the energy, and don't feed it, stuff like that. So don't engage when you don't have to. Let's leave it at that. Let's throw one of these cards because I gotta do some things. So again, within the next couple weeks, and you might start feeling it now, the energy is going to pick up, which is nice. The momentum, you're going to start feeling the momentum a little bit more. Still think you got a few more days before you start feeling it. Astrologically is what I just heard. I got a Band-Aid on. It's actually affecting the way I shuffle. I'm almost positive, which is not cool. There's something with crystals, mountains, caves. I don't know if there's going to be like a discovery of a crystal. Third eye, visions, manifesting, meditation. And again, I typically don't get pulled to the book. But I am. Develop the third eye, known as seers. Okay, so these are people who are seers, clairvoyant, remote viewers, observing outside, limited local frequency fields, out-of-body experience, dreams through the third eye. Physically, third eye tunes into higher frequencies located in the deep, dark brain, functions like projecting videos, holographic frequencies. Sounds like me, right? Pretty sure it's almost a lot of us guys. We're the same soul family. So I really feel like certain stuff is going to stop being activated within you. It's just esoteric. It's higher knowledge, right? Doorways, perceives, realms, information, higher consciousness, develop the third eye. They're known as seers. I didn't really know that. And I know I'm clairvoyant and viewers and dreams. That's interesting. Activating the third eye begins through meditation, because we look at the third eye as different. Why is this coming out like this? Awareness, humans transcend, outside dense frequency, the states of awareness, third eye, beyond, control mind narratives, receive living information, speed of light, ruled by the sixth chakra, indigo frequencies. Nearly all extraterrestrials are highly involved and use the third eye. Visions, dreams, out-of-body experience, perception, manifested meditation, multidimensional balance, altered states of awareness, opening portals, psychic, open, insightful, intuitive, invitations, and being receptive. So if you're not working with that energy, it's blocked, lacking imagination, limited awareness, lacking insight, stress, unreceptive, closed off, linear perception. The third eye, esoteric information perceives. Adepts who have been developing the third eye are known as seers. So this is the name of the species. So you ADEPTS, who have developed the third eye, known as seers, clairvoyant, remote viewers. You guys might want to look that up. ADEPTS. I feel like there's additional messages there. But that's like all the shit I just talked about. But it's not like how we perceive the normal third eye. There's a bigger message here, so I don't know how you want to interpret it. Try to stay focused, try to stay balanced, grounded, get outside, things like that. But that message is meant to be interpreted differently. For everybody, like even me, like, but personally, I need to interpret that differently, right? So I really feel like there's something with you guys as well. Needs to be interpreted a different way. It's not how we normally use the third eye. That's because when people think they're using the third eye, I think it's because they relate that to like chakras and systems and spirituality. And this is like galactic. This is different. You think it would have been different, but it's definitely different. That's strange. That's very interesting to me. Are we waking up the third eye in the sense, like, I know everybody has that third eye ability, right? But like, does everybody have is it already in your DNA in the sense to wake that up in you? I don't think it might be like, but I don't know. I don't think a lot of people would have knowledge on that, because that's a galactic like third eye, guys. That's different. Like in this world, we would call it all the above with stuff like that, but like, well, we don't, because I'm very familiar with that in knowledge over the years, and I've never known it's looked at as like a seer, but a different type of seer. Like this is talking about a different type of seer, like a prophet seer, like SEERS, right? So it's different. I don't know how. I don't really want to get too much into it. They want you to interpret it your way, because the majority of you are working with shaman energy, which is you're going to see different things. But I just talked about, like, I see it in my dreams and I thought it was my fear. But no, maybe it was something. They showed me both of those in my dreams for a reason. Because it's going to happen. It needs to be shared, right? If I could get more visions like that, I'd feel better about discussing half the shit I see. Because it was so clear. So your third eye could be awakening in different ways. And I just got pulled to, like, again, not like bings, but like kind of like bings, but like rained on or sprinkled on, like sprinkled on. It reminds me of like the Beetlejuice at the end where it shrinks his head. Or like landmarks. I mean, it could have a lot to do with, like, I don't know, these galactic, like the starships guy, like, so I don't, dispersing energy in a certain way. I don't, this could keep going and going, and so I don't even know where to go with this. But like, again, I feel like it's for everybody else to decipher what that is for you, because that's totally meant to be interpreted differently. Like, you can't just look at it as a human third eye is what I'm hearing. Geez, that is so strange. What a strange message. again, I'm excited because I feel like with the energy moving and the momentum picking up, I'm going to be able to like really get consistent with the other channel. It's going to feel like I can get consistent with the other channel. That's kind of what I've been waiting on. So I'm excited for that. I might see you later, or I might see you tomorrow. Is it Thursday? Is it tomorrow? What was that in regards to the prediction? No. Well, to clarify that video. So again, if you go to the page list on my channel, you happen to watch any of those videos, or you come across any other videos that might just kind of pop up for you, and it's like, oh, well, that was a year ago. Maybe I should like give a quick peek. Again, screenshot that, send it to me, let me know, mysticalmoments555@gmail.com. Or you can post the link in any of the prediction videos. It's almost like you know what I think I might do for you guys? I'll do like a 30-second video, put it on that page just for you guys to add links to. That way everybody can utilize it. Does that make sense? I just feel like I played really fair there. I just feel like I did everybody a favor, which is really fucking weird because it's not a favor. It's almost pulling me to like, well, it is to collect data on our behalf, but it's pulling me to like the channel the government wants to do for not artificial intelligence, extraterrestrial. But they're not doing it to benefit you, they're doing it to benefit them. But this would benefit us. So I don't know why it needed to be said like that, but I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys. Love you. Happy new moon.